had it set up perfectly before I picked it up to type in the title. But anyway, hi, getting ready for New Year's Eve. I have no idea what I'm gonna wear because it is 50 degrees right now, but at the end of the night by 12 o'clock it is supposed to be 30 degrees. So I am going to be inside most of the night, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, let's get ready. I've already washed, primed, moisturized, all that stuff on my face. And now I'm just doing some finishing touches. And we're going to put some makeup on me because I'm pretty funny without makeup. Hey Molly, how are you? What are y'all doing on the island for New Year's? Anything fun? We are going over to Natalie's and having fajitas and margaritas, which, yeah, that's always fun. So I can never find like the right color that I want, so I bought these little like sample pod things, and I mix together like colors. Like this one is a little too yellow, and this one is a little too gray. So I mix them together and I come up with a great color, and that's how I do my foundation. And I hardly ever pay a lot of money for foundation because like I think 15 to 20 bucks for foundation is max. Cause it's always the same. Like all of the ones that I've bought that were like $40 and $50, they weren't anything bigger or better or more special than ones that I spent $20, $15 on. Hey Jen, how are you? This is an e.l.f. powder brush. I really, really like e.l.f. brushes. They last really well. They wash great. It's kind of hard to talk when you're trying to smear this all around your face. So I'm doing a combination of a stippling and a buffing mechanism technique. I don't know the word to use, but like around my cheeks and my forehead, I do a circular buffing. But then around my nose, especially like right here where pores tend to be bigger, and then under my eyes where I have wrinkles and lines, that's where I do like a patting, tapping motion. Especially on my nose, because no matter what I do on my nose, makeup just smears away on my nose. So after I have my foundation all blended in, sometimes I'll go in with a concealer under my eyes. I really like the Bye Bye Under Eye by It. And then I just discovered a full coverage liquid concealer from Ulta. This is really light and I really like it. It was very inexpensive. And I just put a few little drops right there under my eye. And I use my finger and I just pat it in and blend it. And I go onto my eyelid with it because it covers all of those dark lines on my eyelid. And if you have any extra and you see any spots that you want additional coverage, just tap it in. And sometimes if you feel that you need it to be blended a little bit more, you can go back with your brush. And again, in this area, do a tapping, stippling motion. So I let that set for a few minutes, and while that is setting, I move on to my eyebrows. Hey Jaren, how are you today? Hope you're having a good holiday. Having some fun with some makeup. I haven't done this in a while. So I brush out my eyebrows. Long time ago, I said that my grandmother always used a toothbrush on her eyebrows. And so that's, I mean, I have a million of these brushes, but I gotta use a toothbrush for my grandma. So anyway, I'm gonna go in with my IT Brow Power. And for this, I just use a little tiny bit on the, I don't like pull it all the way up because I don't want a whole bunch of products. I just want to get the basic shape of my eyebrow. And I'm using, I have like this big giant mirror. And so if I go off the camera, I'm sorry. But I'm blind and I gotta get close to the camera. I mean, close to the mirror. So for this, I always start like where I want my arch. And I kind of build that triangle up. And I bring it down to the front. So I start here and I do a line all the way down. And I extend my line out past my brow because this brow goes down like this and this brow doesn't, and it's so to try to make them even, I extend both of them going in a specific direction. So with the powder, I just do the basic shape. I don't like fill in and make them thick and full with the pencil. And if you're not real sure where to start for your arch, you can take your pencil, and if you put it directly over where your pupil is, like at a 35, 45 degree angle from your nose, that's a good, they always say go straight up and then over this way. So I just always start here. And I draw the line. But if you can see, like this one is really low and this one, they're not, they don't like each other. So that's how I start my eyebrows. Once I have the lines drawn, it's so easy to fill them in with the powder. And that pencil is a little waxy, so I don't have to go back in with like a brow wax. Hey Heather, how are you? I can just use the powder, and the powder will stick to the pencil. But it's always a good idea to go with a wax or a waxy pencil and then the powder, because the wax and or the pencil will help the powder hold. So if you're going to use like a pomade, always do that step first and then go in with your powder. Otherwise, you'll end up with a big clumpy mess. And so then using a brow brush and the powder, I make sure that all of my hairs are going in the correct way, and I fill in any spots that are sparse. And I basically just blend that pencil in with my hair, my little brow hairs. And I am using the blonde. Well, hello. Hey Ashley, how are you? My internet is really crappy. Sorry. So I am just filling in any spots that I see are a little bare, and just going through. If I got a little overzealous, I just take my finger and kind of wipe it a little. So once I've done that, I take a small spoolie and I just kind of comb through a little and blend it all. Make sure that there aren't any sharp edges, especially right here. I don't want like a big square at the front of my eyebrows. So that is done. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go in with a setting powder on my face. And I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me. Hey Brittany! How are y'all doing tonight? What are your New Year's Eve plans? Hi Brian. What are you doing? How have you been? How's North Carolina? So for the setting powder, I basically just concentrate that right in the center of my face. Around my eyes, where I put the concealer. And that's all I do for setting powder. I don't do like baking or any of that stuff. And now I'm going to go in with a big fluffy brush and some contouring. I'm not really going to I'm just hanging out at my sister-in-law's house. I'm not really like doing a big old giant chiseled out face or anything like that. But whenever I'm just gonna like just kind of go natural, I take a big fluffy brush and I swirl it all around and tap off excess. And then I do like take the flat side of the brush right at the hollows of my cheekbones, and I start in that area, kind of going back and forth, and then I take it up through the whole cheek area and around the hairline. But I concentrate that first bit of contact right at the hollows of my cheeks. Wherever you first place your brush onto your face, that's where you're going to get the most color payoff, the most concentrated color. So if you've dipped your brush into like a black eyeshadow, that first part that you touch your eyelid, that's going to be the blackest area, unless you like blend and blend and blend. So for New Year's Eve, I am going to my sister-in-law's house, like I said earlier. I told my husband he wasn't allowed to drive, that he had to be the designated driver, because I plan on indulging in some wine and whatever else, margaritas, I'm not real sure. But I'm always the designated driver, and it's good and it's fun, and I like being the designated driver because I have a tiny bit of a control issue. But tonight, I don't want to be the designated driver. I want to enjoy New Year's Eve. He's been hunting all weekend and he got a deer. I should be allowed to have a glass or two of wine. That's my thought anyway. So, okay, I've done that. Sometimes if I'm in the mood for highlight, I'll go in with an additional highlight and put it, this is just the e.l.f. highlighting powder. I'll go in and just put a little bit right there on the very highest point of my cheek bone. But I don't always do that because using the big fluffy brush and the contour powder from Maelle, it already has highlight in it. So I've already gotten some of the shimmer on there. And then taking an angled brush and the Maybelline Fit Me. This is in the color Blush. It's a real pretty pink. Just going to take a little bit right on the apples of my cheeks. And for this, I don't really like go all the way to the hairline. I concentrate just right here. Like basically the size of the brush, I don't really go much further than that. And if you found that it's too harsh and you need to blend it out a little, take your powder brush that you used and just kind of go like that. And blend a little. So I am going to do just an eyeliner and some mascara. I'm not gonna go crazy on the eyeshadow. I do want to put something down on my lids to set all that stuff and make sure that it doesn't like get creasy. And to do that, I am going to use Laura Gellar. I really like this, this goldy color. It's kind of shimmery, and I like it. They say that once you reach a certain age, you're not supposed to use shimmer eyeshadow anymore, but I don't really care. If I want to do some shimmer eyeshadow, I'm going to do some shimmer eyeshadow. Just cleaning off my brush because it's a little dirty. All right, so this is, what is this? Oh, this is an e.l.f. C brush. And I'm just dipping it into that golden color, tapping off excess, and then I'm going to pat it all over my eyelid. I am going to take a little bit right under my brow. So right now I've got it just on my eyelid and right under my brow. I have a concentration of the color right in the center of my eyelid. And I'm kind of going up into the crease, but not a lot. Hey Lenise, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good New Year's Eve. Thank you all for being here. I'm sorry that my internet is being slow. So I did the golden color right here on my eyelid and just a little bit right there on my brow. And now I am going in with that contour kit, and I'm taking the darkest color right here and I'm putting just a tiny bit into my crease. And that's all I'm doing for eyeshadow. Real easy, real simple, and just a little something. And now I am going to take, let's see. Oh, my daughter's calling me. I don't know if I can answer it while I'm doing a live. Hey, sorry about that. My daughter left her phone in my car and she was calling to tell me that she stopped by to pick it up. She's such a silly girl. Okay, so I'm going to take a blue eyeliner and I'm going to tightline the inner and bottom rim of my eyes. And then I'm going to take this same eyeliner and go just a little bit on above the eyelashes. So I can't really talk while I'm doing this part, but that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to do like a crazy like cat eye wing, but I am going to extend past my eyelashes just a tiny bit on the top. And I'm not going to put this down on the bottom of my eyelashes. It's just going to go in the inner rim of my eyelashes. Okay? Okay. And if you have any questions at all, please leave me a comment, tell me, ask me anything you want, and I'll answer. So that's what I did. Like super light, barely there, around my eyelashes. Now I'm going to do the other eye. That eye always itches or tickles or whatever. So what drink are y'all gonna have tonight? Are you gonna drink champagne or wine? Or if you don't drink alcohol, are you gonna have soda or tea? Or comment below with which drink you will be drinking this evening. Hey Sherry, how are you today? When you mess up and you get a big blotch of blue on your eyelid that is not supposed to have blue there. All right. So how do you fix that? You take a cotton swab and get as little of that area as possible. Oh, it's gone. Now I have to go back in with that gold, put it on top. Okay, so now, because we put the blue eyeliner on our waterline, and we don't want that to smear down, we're going to take that same brush that we used on our eyelid and put just a little bit of eyeshadow on that and go right, like don't go all the way up to your waterline, just go right under that and tap that eyeshadow there, and it will act as a barrier and keep that eyeliner from smearing. And I do that step with anytime I put eyeliner under on my bottom waterline, I do this step with an eyeshadow because, I mean, regardless if it's like a $20 eyeliner or a $2 eyeliner, it doesn't matter. I don't want it smearing all over my face. And so that's what you do. And if you want to smear out that blue on the top, you can take, hi, I'm back. So I'm taking a blue eyeshadow and a small, like straight flat brush, and I'm going to blend in that blue eyeliner I did on my top. Hey Jamie, how are you? Comment below with what you're going to be drinking tonight. I know that you are like sick though, so you're probably going to be drinking Gatorade or water or hot chocolate. Michelle. How are you doing? Are you finally feeling better? So everyone is commenting with what they're going to be drinking tonight. Sorry, it's kind of hard to talk when you're doing this. So I am taking a flat liner brush, I'm dipping it into some blue eyeshadow. I'm just tapping that along and kind of blending this blue eyeliner in. Hey Christina, how are you today? And I'm going all the way in, and I've extended out just a tiny bit. And if you wanted to smoke out this bottom line, I put like just gold neutral color down here, but if you wanted to smoke this out and really have a dramatic look, you could use this same eyeshadow down here on the bottom and really smoke out that blue. I'm just not in the mood to do that today, so I'm just doing I'm just going to do like the blue on the top and gold on the bottom to go along with the neutral look I've got going on. It's a little bit of a neutral glam. I don't know. So anyway, that is all for the face. I have pretty much done, I think. I just need to put some mascara on. I think I might want to do some lashes. I'm not sure. I don't know. I think I'm just going to hang out at my sister-in-law's house. So I think I'm just going to do some mascara, a little bit of lipstick, and call it a day. All right, for the mascara, I'm going to curl my lashes, and then I'm going to use some black mascara and when I use mascara, when I put mascara on, because I'm blind, I use this this little mirror. This one down here is regular, and this one up here is like 50 times magnified. And I use this mascara for like plucking my eyebrows and putting on my mascara. It's awesome. So for my mascara, I'm going to do the Maelle Above and Beyond in black. I really, really like this mascara. It's got a big, fat, chunky wand. For this, hey Cassidy, it's Makeup Cassidy. You don't want to watch it. But it's got a big, fat, chunky wand, and it's a good, when you first open it, it's a little wet and watery, and after about 3 days of using it, it's dried up just a tiny bit, and it's awesome. It clings to your lashes, and it builds upon itself, so I love it. So, but anyway, I'm going to put on my mascara now. You always start at the base of your lashes and get those going If you start out with a clumpy first layer, then the rest, every time you try to fix that, it's just going to get clumpier and clumpier. So it is and that's with any mascara, not just this mascara. These brushes like that, I mean, they're okay, but they're not worth it. Like, if you have this brush, it's great for brushing out your brows, but it's not good for brushing out your lashes. You need to invest in one of these, like, metal brushes. The teeth are so finely put together that your lashes will not have a clump whatsoever at all. And these are my most favorite eyelash brushes. But you have to get those separately. They're not sold in the sets of makeup brush sets. You have to search that out and buy just that. And so it's always a good idea to go in with a thin coat for your first layer. Get all your get all of your lashes going up and not clumped together. Get those little baby lashes in the corner. Let that layer dry. Hey Richard, how are you? Let that layer dry, and then you go in and you build on your lashes and you get them to the darkness and length desired. And after every layer, brush through with that metal brush. Unless you like spiders on your eyelashes, that's okay too. And this is the technique I use for any mascara that I use. And that's my mascara. So I hope you all have a wonderful New Year's. I hope that you all have a designated driver and do not drink and do not drive. Stay in. I have a designated driver. I'm going to have a bottle or two of wine and maybe a margarita, and I'm going to celebrate the new year with my family and my sister-in-law, and it's going to be so much fun. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I want to say that I'm going to do this more frequently, but I don't know. I may do it like once a month or something. It's fun. I don't know. So y'all have a great night. Thank you for watching. If you're watching the replay, I really appreciate you for sticking around through this whole thing, and leave me a comment. Let me know you watched. Let me know if you have any tips, or if you have questions about any tips and you want some help with something. I appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.